Pater Noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen.
Henry, I'm glad you...
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
I noticed some of the Scalit's men look like they've been in the wars. Has something happened here?
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job for him.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
Who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skillets, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
Thanks. I'll go.
See you later.
What's going on?
For security reasons.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Do I look like some?
Don't get all high and mighty with me.
Ugh.
Sorry for the hold-up, but it happened.
For the kitchen or the field, my fine wares will brighten your every day. God save you, good night. Take care.
Hey, Henry's come. God save. What can I do for?
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the scallop.
Ah, I see.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be.
Well, yes, but the bailiff's
Well, I want a woman who's capable of.
young.
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her.
I understand. I also heard there are vacant...
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if.
that will benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without.
I also heard that you need workers to carry,
It's not dignified to talk decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such. Goodbye.
And let the perpetual light shine upon them. And may the souls of all...
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils.
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Merchant Hagen isn't just anybody.
I've heard of him, that he's a good Catholic.
Really? Well, yeah, sure he is.
Truly. People still talk about the lovely service he arranged for his wife's funeral.
So you wouldn't mind being his housekeeper?
Well, I don't know. What will Father Francis do?
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
Take care.
I'll punch it down for you.
You call that combat? Come here, lily liver. You're dead.
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Ratai and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now. See you later.
Father, I need your help urgently.
You?
Yes, that.
I'm sorry.
It may sound strange, but I need you to go back to St. James. The locals need their spirit.
No, certainly not, my boy.
Don't you feel any shame? Think of all those Christians who faced...
That's something else.
No, it's not. They weren't afraid to face death, and you're squirming at the thought of some...
Haven't you seen how they ransacked the place?
The humans are gone, but the townsfolk won't come back. And why should they, when the man who ought to set an...
The Lord forgive me.
There. You see? Now I hear a...
And where will I live? My house in Skalitz must surely be in ruins.
You can live right there at St. James. I'm sure the locals will be great.
Well, it's true they've treated me kindly, and...
Thank you. The people from St.
God be with you.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Stay not our supplications in our distress.
I asked around and Father Francis is doing well in Sassa.
You talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need...
As I said, he's doing just...
God be with you.
My God, what happened to you?
You're here about the water.
I am.
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who...
What for? I can have...
Hey, am I invisible or what?
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda.
Ah, the name sounds familiar.
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mine.
We're not finished yet. Well, there's...
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around.
I understand. I shouldn't have even asked.
Not
Yeah.
talking to me?
I know everything on you.
So, can I...
Not yet.
May
I'll
the
tell-
Lord watch over
Well,
me.
I hope he cheats.
Am I invisible or what?
I'll bear that in mind.
Take care.
You just going to pretend I'm not here?
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the best.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for...
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me though, so I can...
Be that as it may, I already have the people I need to carry.
I'm strong enough to knock you on... Goodbye.
God almighty.
Are you here on account?
Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask...
Fine. Ask away.
Hey, Henry's coming to see us.
What did you do before?
I worked for my father.
Doing what?
He's...
Really? His farmhands came... So you're probably here...
Aye.
That's all?
That...
What happened with Bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know.
That's enough for now.
Goodbye.
God save.
You're here about the...
I
So, do you want the job?
do.
Besides water, you could...
What? That'd be... No, it's not a...
That's enough for...
So,
Look, the bailiff...
I might... Take care.
God save you, good night.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree.
What? But I want the work, and I did.
What makes you so deserving?
I was the owner of a mine. Well,
The chief, eh?
there's no hill in a mine.
There's also the option of...
Are you trying to insult me?
True. That's what...
Double, hey? Oh, that's not bad, not bad.
It's hard work carrying water.
So, it's taken...
It's not quite the same thing.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
That's enough for now.
Good day.
You're one of the people in...
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not...
There's one more of.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money.
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough.
Look at it this way. You earn double the money in the same time, or...
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with.
Good. I'm sure you... That's enough for now.
Goodbye.
God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
I know everything I need.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this...
So, how do we do this? Do I just keep...
Just tell me their names and what...
Cornelius.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry...
Peter, better known as...
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a...
carrying shit?
Good. One person for...
Tonda.
The winch. Not me.
To carry water.
So we have one per...
Antonia.
What? Oh,
yeah. Is that a problem?
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long...
She can handle the job.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer...
To carry water.
So we have one person...
Vasu.
Pickman.
No.
Well, he can't do two...
Carrying shit.
Good.
That's it.
Good. All just...
I chose a cook as well.
Tell me who you chose.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convinced.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on... See you later.
Show me what you've got concealed. Are you deaf?
How are you, Henry?
What's going on?
Such are my orders.
As you wish.
That didn't hurt a bit now, did it?
I've lost everything.